from the day I was born. Had worries about money, how my life's been torn. A life of my own I am trying to form, and I burn with the more that I learn. Take money from me that I just ain't earned yet, and make me sweat for the pennies that I get. Why don't people realise that banking's just a fraud and nobody's in debt? I'm not a person. What is a person? It's a fictional creation by its own definition. I want to be a free man. You see, man, not a PC man, just want to be my own man.
Not gonna spend my life living in this so-called paradise. Not gonna live my life, let them fill my head with all their lies. Won't let them own my life, the truth will out and make it right. I'm a free man, don't wanna be a slave.
If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing, I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it.
One of the UFO hotspots on the lunar surface is the Plato crater, where literally dozens of luminous orbs of light have been reported by astronomers. In addition to luminous UFOs on the lunar surface, NASA recorded the existence of mysterious shadows. In 1882, near the Aristotle area of the lunar surface, several dark shadows were seen. On September the 13th, 1959, astronomers were unable to photograph the lithosphere area of the lunar surface due to a large dark mass obscuring the terrain. And on September the 11th, 1967, Canadian astronomers reported a black cloud with violet edges floating across the Sea of Tranquility, the exact area chosen by NASA for the first Apollo moon landing in 1969. Previous to the publication of the anomalous lunar report, in 1965, NASA launched Operation Moonblink, a project involving top observatories all over planet Earth. NASA's goal was to collect data on the large number of luminosities seen flying over the lunar surface. Operation Moonblink also investigated various large structures which had been photographed by unmanned NASA satellites. Some of these structures looked suspiciously artificial. In 1953, the science editor of the New York Herald Tribune had reported seeing a 12-mile-long structure, possibly a bridge, on the edge of the Mare Crisium crater. This structure could have been caused by volcanic activity. British astronomers Dr. H.P. Wilkins and the presenter of the world's longest-running TV series, The Sky at Night, Sir Patrick Moore, both confessed that the so-called bridge in the Mare Crisium crater had just popped up from nowhere.
Now that I know the way it goes, you gotta pay back every penny that you owe. 12 years old, in your mama's clothes, shut the blinds and lock up every door. And if you hear someone's coming near, just close your eyes and make them disappear now. Years away finds me here today.
I'm here for other children. I'm here because I care. I'm here because children everywhere are suffering, and because 40,000 people die each day from hunger. I'm here because those people are mostly children. We have got to understand that the poor are all around us and we're ignoring them. We have got to understand that these deaths are preventable. We have got to understand that people in third world countries think and care and smile and cry just like us. We have got to understand that they are us. We are them. My dream is to stop hunger by the year 2000. My dream is to give the poor a chance. My dream is to save the 40,000 people who die each day. My dream can and will come true if we all look into the future and see the light that shines there.
Western leaders, including President Obama and UK Prime Minister David Cameron, are considering a no-lie zone over Libya as fighting continues between rebels and forces loyal to Gaddafi. The proposal is in response to Gaddafi's claim that Al-Qaeda are responsible for the uprising in Libya and that Islamic terror groups are trying to take over or destroy Libya because they're jealous of the people's freedoms and upset about religious persecution. Gaddafi used the lie and many others in a televised address to the nation. While battles raged along the coast and refugees fled the country from its borders with Egypt and Tunisia, President Barack Obama responded to the use of the Al-Qaeda lie in an imaginary speech. It is outrageous for Colonel Gaddafi to use our lies we sold him to attack and suppress his own people. These lies about Al-Qaeda and Islamic terror groups cannot excuse his actions in killing innocent protesters and suppressing the rights of the people of Libya to fight against oppression. They can only be used to excuse our killing innocent protesters and suppressing the rights of the people in countries we occupy. By using the Al-Qaeda lie, Gaddafi is making it so much harder for us to kill the people of Iraq and Afghanistan with the same lies. I am actively discussing with other leaders, the creation of a no-lie zone over Libya. This will allow our Western media to present the events in Libya any way we like and shove the lie down the throats of our citizens completely unopposed. Sieg Heil. God bless the fatherland, the homeland. Meanwhile, in Afghanistan, NATO has apologized for killing 9 children in an airstrike in Afghanistan's northeastern region. Top NATO Commander General David Petraeus said he was ordered to be deeply sorry for the incident, which would make lying to the people of Afghanistan so much harder and difficult for the folks back home to swallow as well. Not that many of them give a toss. Going on not to say, we don't give we are deeply sorry about this tragedy and apologize to members of the Afghan government. These deaths should never have been reported. That happened. And I will personally lie to President Karzai about them when he returns from his trip to London this week. Petraeus said he had ordered all helicopter crews to be rebriefed on the need to keep civilian casualties to the absolute minimum, and said the troops could face disciplinary action if they killed any more children than was absolutely necessary. Nice. In a related story, the price of crude lye is rising as the Libyan conflict intensifies, threatening the global economy, which has relied upon cheap lies for many years. A barrel of crude lye is currently trading at $120, but experts predict it could rise as high as $130 before more refined lies reach the market next month. Saudi Arabia previously said it would cover all of the extra demand not met by Libya by producing many more lies about how happy its own people are and how their absolute monarchy, backed by America, is not an affront to freedom-loving people anywhere, honestly. More on that story later.
Fluoride. Dentists say that drinking it can protect your teeth against cavities. Cities and towns all across the world actually dump it into the water supply, hoping to indiscriminately medicate the population through their tap water faucets. The official story on fluoride sounds wonderful. Drink the stuff and you won't get cavities, we're told. It's a nice story. But there's another side to this story, the side you're never told. And it starts with the astonishing but verifiable fact that nearly all the fluoride dripped into municipal water supplies isn't naturally occurring fluoride at all. In fact, it's actually a combination of hexafluorosilicic acid and sodium silicofluoride. These two chemicals are considered highly toxic by the EPA. They're actually classified as hazardous waste, and when packaged for transportation, they must be labeled as poison and handled by workers wearing industrial safety gear. So, what are hexafluorosilicic acid and sodium silicofluoride, and where do they come from? That's the part of this story that you probably won't believe. That is, not until you check it out for yourself. Because the more you look into the mythology of fluoride, the more bizarre this story becomes. And this bizarre story begins at phosphate mining companies. Phosphate is an important mineral used in fertilizers. It's mined from natural rock deposits scattered across the world, and the phosphate rock is then refined to produce phosphoric acid. If that name sounds familiar, that's because it's one of the main ingredients in carbonated sodas, such as Coke and Pepsi. Phosphoric acid is often compared to battery acid. It's a highly acidic liquid that is believed to be the primary reason why drinking sodas can result in kidney stones and a loss of bone mineral density. Phosphate rock is also used to create fertilizers. The problem is phosphate is often contaminated,